Okay, so for week 8 of summer anime, a lot more emotional moments as the stories go on. Really liking this week, although there was a bunch of like sleeper episodes as well. And we're kind of getting ready as we're like rushing through to the finale. So yeah, really enjoyed this week. Let's talk about it. Starting off with Lycoris Recoil, episode 9. Damn, really love this episode. Very emotional, hit very hard. Last week we saw that sussy ass nurse just had Chisato's heart open in like a surgery table, putting some like electric shocks, some needles inside of her. Like, what is she doing? Is she gonna extract Chisato's heart, do some surgery? Because we know she got that artificial heart. And Takin is out there. She knows something is wrong. Chisato didn't pick up her phone. She's running with her gun, trying to find Chisato. She finds her in the hospital, like the kind of Lycoris like health center. And then yeah, she sees that Chisato's being operated on. Takina comes in with the gun, bang bang, tries to shoot the evil nurse. The nurse kind of ducks, shoots some pot shots at Takina, shoots the window open, she gets away. Takina misses. But yeah, she's trying to protect Chisato. We see Chisato, she's still alive. So she gave Chisato like this big electric shock on her heart. So what that did, it kind of broke her heart where it can't be recharged anymore. So it's like out of battery basically. Like the remaining battery inside of it is all you have left. So how much time is that? 2 months. Takina straight up devastated. I'm devastated, bro. 2 months. The best girl, Chisato, she's about to die. We realized that she was also living on borrowed time anyway. So instead, on top of these 2 months, she would have died like before she turned 18, kind of. So like the Lycoris lifespan thing is also like a thing. So yeah, like we don't really know too much about like the Lycoris origins and stuff. But yeah, basically, we have 2 months. Everyone's big, sad, depressed. Just the missions are so awkward now. It's like, how do we deal with this? This is a giant bomb that dropped. Like, what? It kind of feels inevitable. Like, we can't really do anything to stop it. Or could we? Well, we'll see. Maybe it's a swerve. Maybe it's a way to change fate. But then, yeah, we see Takina. She gets back invited into the DA. So, like, they kind of, like, kicked her out for, like, being all, like, trigger happy. She's back in. Chisato got her in. In return, Chisato will like probably help out on their mission. So that's great. Like Takina, it all worked out for her. But she doesn't want to join the DA. She wants to hang out with Chisato, do like cool like kind of like community service, working in the cafe, doing cool slice of life stuff. But no, it can't always go on like this. So the cafe stuff, we don't know what's gonna happen, but it's kind of converging onto like a big thing because all the Lycoris, they're trying to attack Majima, who's the green hair dude who talked to Chisato. So he's like kind of the main villain so far. But then there's also the dude from the Allen Institute, so we kind of like realize what he's all about. So basically his name is Yoshimatsu. And then yeah, he works for the Allen Institute, so he gave Chisato the heart. We don't really know why he tried to shut it off. But basically he also like had Mika, who's like the big black dude. They were actually a couple. So he had Mika become Chisato's like father figure when she was like really young to kind of like prepare her, like strengthen her. So yeah, Chisato always had heart problems, and then he like helped out with the heart transplant and everything. But then like he kind of regrets like all he did. So he realizes that Yoshimatsu, he kind of has some like underlying like we don't know what his motivation is, what his like why he's so evil, what his plan is, but basically they're kind of trying to target him, I guess. So Takina wants answers, so they try to find him. We see like little baby Chisato kind of like see that even when she was young, she can dodge bullets and like become like a really strong Lycoris. But the issue is her heart problems, so yeah, it all stems from that. She always had a limited time left to live, so we're living on borrowed time. What do we do with that? We end the episode. There's like a date scene. Takina and Chisato. Takina's like, it's your day off. We're gonna enjoy that shit. She has this whole date plan. First, it's like really cold, so we're in winter right now. The show started off in summer. Now we're in winter. Takina, she's kind of wearing normal summer clothes though, so they go shopping. Chisato picks out some like nice clothes, so she has like a beret, nice like brown sweater, kind of cute. Chisato also has like this big scarf, big purple jacket. So like these girls are wearing the drip. They go out, they like go shopping, arcade, eat pancakes, a lot of cute stuff. But then the final part of their mission, their final hangout destination, it's in on top of like this park overlooking the city, and it's the perfect time because it's about to snow. And it does snow, and then we kind of like end it with the ED, so it's really cool, like really cute, just like kind of like a send off. Takina says she'll join the DA. She thanks Chisato for all the time she had. They had fun. The Yuri vibes go hard, but it's kind of bittersweet because she's on a clock. We know she only has 2 months left to live, but even that, it just like feels not enough time at all. So we'll see what's gonna happen. We end the episode there. It's basically just like an explanation, but it felt so good. Really loved the way like it was paced. The hangouts, like the feelings, the aftermath of everything. And basically, our villains is Yoshimatsu now, who's like the main villain, I guess. The Allen Institute, which we don't know anything about, and also Majima, who's actually like kind of on our side, because we see him kind of like ambush Yoshi. So at the end of the episode, he kind of ambushes him and the nurse in like some highway. So he pulling the guns out at them. We don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see. Also, we also realized why Chisato doesn't want to kill people. So it's like part of her like motivation. It's kind of obvious, but basically, since she had like a second chance in life, like she got handed a gun and everything, so he's like, okay, can I use this gun to like save people? So she doesn't want to kill people because I guess she appreciates the value of life. So it's nothing too deep, but yeah, that adds up to it. Really love the episode though. Really love the snow scene, the date with Chisato and Takina. Hopefully everything works out, but there's gonna be a lot of drama, a lot of action, and we'll just see what's gonna happen as it goes on. All right, so for Made in Abyss season 2 episode 8, another solid episode. Love watching this anime, bro. Last episode was probably like the greatest episode we had. This episode was pretty solid. It kind of like continues on with the backstory explanations. I just couldn't handle it like last week. This week was like pretty okay. So basically, we learn more about the past. First, we see Faputa. So yeah, apparently she knows Reg. They had a promise. What is that promise? Well, we'll find out as the episode goes on. But basically, Faputa kind of rips up because she's like this big white furry, like kind of tan girl with a bunch of arms. So she rips off like one of her ear fur things. She just rips that shit off and starts bleeding. Just gives it to Reg because Reg needs like a part of her body to save Nanachi. So she's like, yeah, I give you that shit if you like, you know, keep your promise. That's pretty metal. Anyway, we kind of see like how everything's created now because we saw like the people were dying in this colony, but now we see actually how the Golden City was created. So we start off with Veko and all the villagers getting better. They're eating the baby soup. So it's not really made from Iramui's body. It's made from her babies. So we see Watsukan chopping up the babies with the knife. They're kind of like, you know, they're like dead babies. It's fine. They're like abyss monsters. Doesn't really matter too much. That's like a little grotesque because Iramui's is suffering. She's like, giving birth every day. Like, goddamn, that's like painful and they're just dying. They're being eaten. But yeah, the baby soup has magical healing properties because part of the witching stone. So here's what the fucked up like the issues come in. So Veko doesn't, you know, first of all, she doesn't like doing this because, you know, she loves Aramoi, wants to take care of her. Second part, Aramoi's like transforming into like this pink blob monster. And Veko's like, bro, is this part of her wish? No way, this doesn't make sense. So yeah, like the fact that Aramoi's still transforming, even though everyone's like getting back to normal, that's not good. And they have to keep eating the soup just to cure themselves. So it's just like a cycle of like suffering, killing Aramoi's babies and eating it. They realize they also have to kill them while they're like alive because they get more nutrients that way. If they're dead, the wish kind of fades away. So yeah, anyway, all this wishing stuff, it stems from Aramoi. And then we realized that Wazukan inserted a second wishing egg inside of her. Because the first one kind of expired while everyone was like asleep. So he just put a second one in there. So that's why the wish was distorted so much. He just put 2 in there. You can't do that. Like 1 is enough. So yeah, like she just like transforms into this big blob monster. Thing is, she still listens to Veko. She sees Veko as like the mother. So as long as Veko's alive, Aramoi will still like kind of fulfill her wish. The thing is, things get out of hand. As Aramoi gets like super big, it's about time. She starts leaving. She starts walking somewhere. So everyone like kind of leaves the village now and they're like following Aramoi. And they gotta be careful because there's like cliffs, there's like these flying abyss creatures. One of them actually kidnaps one of the kids and just flies up. It was one of the blue-haired girls, and then, you know, when you fly up, you just like get cursed. So if like a monster just like flies up and like snatches you, like that shit's like doubly fucked up because the monster's gonna kill you and you're getting cursed at the same time. But anyway, a lot of like grotesque stuff happening, but as they kind of like reach their destination, we see Belop. He's kind of suffering because like the soup doesn't really cure him. So yeah, he's like slowly dying, so he wants to actually die. So Aramoi kind of like opens up like her body. He goes inside of her body. Now anyone that goes inside her turns into a hollow. Everyone's following Aramoi, and this is how the village is created. First off, Watsukan was super evil, letting all of this happen, giving her a second wishing stone, which kind of distorted it so hard. Aramoi still sees Veko as like the mother. So as long as Veko is alive, Aramoi will like continue to prosper. So Veko realizes, I can't turn myself into a creature. So I gotta commit suicide, bro. I'm suffering. But Veko couldn't go crazy. She couldn't die. Last option, commit suicide. She jumps off the cliff. She's about to fall down Wasukan captures her. We also see he also ingested one of the wish stones himself. He's not like evil, but he's like kind of like a cult leader. Like this whole season, the whole origin of the Golden City is like, okay, we're a cult leader, and then we'll reject our humanity and turn into hollows just for like survival. I mean, at least they're alive and like prospering in the village, but damn, Eramoy had to suffer so much. So yeah, after all of that has happened, we see like Fuck was kind of imprisoned inside of like Eramoy's like kind of spiritual head. And then after that, a final baby gets born. Oh shit, it's Faputa. That's her origin. That's why she looks like Eramoy. She's her final daughter. Kind of has like the hopes and wishes of all the other dead babies before her. And then she wants to fulfill the promise to her mother, which is to destroy the village. So that's what Faputa wants. That's like the promise that Reg made her, I guess. Destroy the village. Seems easy enough, because that's like, we don't care about the village. Like in Riko Nanachi's mind, we don't care. So yeah, I guess we'll destroy this fucked up village. But we also have to rescue Nanachi first. Anyway, that's how this got originated. We also see like the little black like balancing things. They're kind of like unborn babies of Eramoy, so Fuck was kind of taking care of them. We see kind of like the background mechanisms of this village. And yeah, the village is prospering. There's like more people inside of it, like it's as strong as ever. And we see Wako at the end as she tells us this sad story. All I want now is not to forget about Eramoy. So yeah, we learned about Faputa. We still don't know about Reg, his origins, like why, like, you know, they met up. But besides that, you know, another solid episode. Love getting these backstories, and I wonder what's gonna happen in the future. This anime hits so hard. The music, the atmosphere, the storytelling, it's all great. So I wonder where it's gonna go. There's probably not gonna be happy. There's probably gonna be some suffering, some death, but we'll see as the show goes on. All right, so for Call of the Night, episode 8, it's another chill episode. You know, nothing much happened. Ko wants to get closer to Nazuna. We get some big bomb dropped, actually. So when Ko says, I want to fall in love with Nazuna, I don't care how many years it takes. All the vampire ladies, like, pause, like, years? And then Nico kind of, like, informs Ko about, like, what's wrong with his point of view. So it's not that you have years, you only have 1 year. Because when a vampire first bites you, you have 1 year to fall in love with that vampire, or else you can never turn to a vampire after a year is over. So there's some BS rules in this world. I'll give it a pass because, you know, it's like a slice of life romance self-insert thing. So of course there's like very generic rules that kind of like speed up the pacing. This rule did not have to be there, you know, just you could have had something else. You have a year time period before like you can't turn into a vampire anymore. That's kind of hard, I guess, because Ko doesn't know what love is, but you know, a year is a long time. Like Nazuna kind of kisses him and stuff, so bro, just like make out, just like hang out, like you're probably falling in love with her already, so it's not really a big deal. It's just like another type of manufactured piece of drama that we gotta deal with. After that, Ko tries to get closer to Nazuna, so one of the vampire girls, the blonde-haired girl, she tells him, you just gotta go on a date, and she gives him like this whole date plan. Thing is, it's what she would like to do. Nazuna just finds it weird. It's just like, bro, isn't the things we normally do like a good enough date? Like Nazuna just wants to sit home, play video games, and if they want to hang out at night, they just do the usual stuff, just fly around. So yeah, Ko doesn't realize that they've been already going out on dates even before this. So the fact that they had to make like this official date plan kind of like turns her off on it. Like Ko still got a lot to learn about women, bro. The best type of date, actually. Just chill at home, play some video games, maybe like eat some pizza, like maybe, you know, cook something nice for her, because Ko seems to be like the sub. If he gets some good house husband skills, like he's probably a keeper. But yeah, anyway, we learned more about the lore about this vampire. We have less than a year to fall in love with Nazuna. After that, we see like Ko has a childhood friend with like blondish hair. They kind of meet up, so him, the childhood friend, and the other girl childhood friend, I think her name was like Asai. So yeah, they're all like hanging out, kind of like giving them advice. Like, oh, don't, you know, hang out with any, like, strange people, like, get some proper sleep. But everyone seems to be hanging out at night or waking up early, so hopefully things will proceed smoothly, but yeah, we're getting some road bumps along the way. But the thing is, Ko and Nazuna's relationship is going really strong, so there's nothing really to worry about anyway. Okay, so for The Devil is a Part-Timer, Season 2, Episode 7. I'll go over this quickly. There's like some action stuff that happened. Basically, we see that Amane, who's kind of like the restaurant owner, cool long-haired girl with the blue shirt and big titties. She's actually like some like magic spirit, like god of death or something. She's super powerful. She can like return people to their world like ASAP. So we see that there's like demons invading right now in this location, because they're looking for Yusa's like magic sword. But then Mao comes in. He transforms into his like big demon form, which was cool. Him, Alshiel, and Lucifer, they're all there. And then they don't really fight the demons. They kind of like knock them out a bit. But then they realize that that's Mao, so they kind of respect him. Like, oh shit, We missed you. You're still alive. And he kind of returns all of them back to the world. He said, okay, you guys been played. So like the dude who like kind of sent you these orders, like don't worry about him. And it will send you back to your world. We'll handle things here. So it's kind of convenient. But yeah, all this like kind of conflict is over. We realized that there's like an older villain that's showing up that is like pulling the strings. So I guess we'll deal with that later. We also see that this magic restaurant that they were serving people at, it's like some spiritual place, and they're actually serving ghost customers food. But then the fact that they use their powers to fight these demons, it makes like the area unstable. So they kind of like have to be laid off. But they did a good job. They got paid a lot, got the bonus. So yeah, there's some magic shit happening. Don't worry about it too much. I love like how they kind of like resolve things like pretty easily and quickly. So I guess we'll move on to the next plot point. Alice Ramis is still here doing things. Yusa and Bao, they still hate each other, but they're still like working together. So yeah, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen as we kind of like reach the next arc maybe. Okay, so for Shadow's House season 2 episode 8. Okay, so we're kind of like talking about things because we have to resolve who the Robe San is, who's the dude who kind of like released the big soot monster. We're thinking about the perfume, like who has the perfume and who has the power to control soot monsters. So it's like dudes with like big power levels. John also realizes that the smell of the perfume, it's actually a smell of a flower. It's a flower. So Ricky recently got this flower from like one of the other like doll girls that we just met. Her name is Margaret. So she's kind of like a shy girl, and apparently she hates the Bell sisters. So maybe she's behind it. But no, we actually realized that it's Mary Rose behind it. If you don't remember Mary Rose, she got attacked by the soot. And we saw her in the hospital with like talking to Emilico, so she was like pretty nice. I don't know if she's evil. She seems to be on our side, but she's like, you know, doing things like attacking people, like trying to do like sabotage the Shadow House. So we don't know why, but we might have some theories. So we see that Mary Rose is the same age as Barbie. So yeah, Barbie's the star bearer. We've seen her with the green hair and the stars, just like ordering people around. So maybe she was kind of jealous of Barbie's power, something like that. But yeah, Mary Rose is the culprit. I wonder what's gonna happen, you know? Because, you know, every time we resolve something, another cliffhanger comes down, drops in front of us. So yeah, I didn't really know who the culprit was. I thought it was like some random person we didn't really meet. So yeah, next episode, expect some explanations, exposition. I wonder if she's on our side or not. So yeah, if we gotta fight her, we gotta fight her. And we'll see what's gonna happen. And now for Rent a Girlfriend Season 2, Episode 9. Wow, what a shit episode. I don't know if like this anime is getting boring or it's just me because since I read the manga, I'm just like not interested. Because like last season I Rent a Girlfriend, bro, I was popping off. I was like, oh shit, this happened, oh my god. Maybe it's just like because it's something I didn't really see too much before. Like I've seen trash rom-coms, but this one is like alright, season 2, so it kind of dragging on, I guess. But anyway, what happens here is Kazuya's birthday, which is fine, like a lot of cool birthday stuff. The thing is he spends it with his family. His grandmother calls. She's like, okay, you gotta invite Chizuru because we missed her birthday. So let's have like a double birthday party, the both of you, with your real girlfriend, yo. So it's kind of awkward because like Kazuya, they got that client like relationship, so we can't really call her. They invited her to his house, like and talk to the family. It's like weird, but he still like does it anyway. So you know, we'll see if she makes it in time. She actually agrees, but she's gonna come in late. So then it's Ruka's time to shine. She overhears this, so she goes to Kazuya's house as like a friend. She's like disguising as Chizuru's friend or something. So it's awkward because like Ruka's trying to make the moves on the parents, try to like make them see that she's the actual ideal girlfriend. I kind of feel bad for her, but you know, all the drama is like pretty spicy, so I kind of like the scene. It's just that, you know, nothing really happens too much. Like we've kind of seen this all before, Ruka just trying to like make her presence known, but it doesn't really like affect the story too much. And so yeah, they have a good birthday party. Ruka gets presents, kind of helps everyone out. We see Mizuhara is at the hospital talking to her grandmother, and her grandmother like kind of encourages her to go to Kazuya's house. So then yeah, Mizuhara comes in, and as she comes in, oh, it's over. The whole family kind of like ignores Ruka now. Mizuhara just like steals all the affection. Like she's there, she's beautiful, she's like paying respects to the dead people. All of Ruka's efforts is gonna be reduced to nothing. She's just devastated. So what happens? Alright, so Kazuya, he's going to a bathroom or something. Ruka sneaks up behind him. She kisses him. Oh shit. It's a real kiss. Finally happened, first kiss. So Ruka took it. We end the episode. Biggest cliffhanger. So I love the cliffhangers here. You know, even though the anime kind of sucks, the cliffhangers are nice. So if you don't know the story at all, like, it's pretty wild seeing these, like, kind of cliffhangers, seeing what's gonna happen. Nothing too much probably will happen, but, you know, kiss is probably pretty significant, I guess. Kazuya probably cannot tell anyone about this, because, like, goddamn. It's like a kiss behind everyone's back. So I wonder what's gonna happen because we're still in this birthday party arc. So maybe one more episode we'll see like anything awkward happens as we kind of continue the drama this season. And that seems to be it for this week. Thank you for watching. Really had fun reviewing everything. And yeah, I like really love the animes. It's kind of like spicing up. So you know, like as we get close to the finale, like episode 8, episode 9, like things are just heating up. We're getting like the final good arcs. And yeah, really loving the season. Like it really fits the summer theme, a lot of these shows. And yeah, I love all the heavy emotion and storytelling we got this season. And it's only gonna get stronger as we go into fall. So stay tuned and let me know what your favorite anime this week was.